Hello friends, in our previous lecture we did some numericals on Rolle's law. Today we will do some numericals on osmotic pressure. Let us start the numericals. First numerical is a solution containing 2.50 gram of a non-electrolyte polymer dissolved in 150 ml solution has an osmotic pressure of 1.25 into 10 raised to power minus 2 atm at 25 degrees Celsius. Calculate the molar mass of the polymer. So we are given with the concentration of the solution and osmotic pressure. We have to calculate molar mass of the polymer. First of all, we will write the formula. We have pi is equal to n upon v r t. So this is the formula. So I will write the value of r. R is for these numericals we have to use this value of r 0.082, and the value of its units are very important. Liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. So please remember the units because these are very important. Why? Because if data is not specified in these units, we have to convert data in in these units of R. Example, here volume is given in ml, but unit of R says we have to use liter. So we have to convert ml into liters. Temperature is given in degree Celsius, but this value is calculated when we take temperature in Kelvin. So we have to convert this temperature also to Kelvin. So let us write what is given. We are given weight of solute W is equal to 2.50 gram. Okay. So we have to calculate its molecular weight M. I will give it M. We have to calculate volume is given. Volume is 150 ml. So as I mentioned that the value of R says that it has to be in liters. So we will convert it into liters. We can convert it into liter by simply dividing by 1000. So we can have 150 divided by 1000 liters. Now temperature is given. Temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. We have to convert it into Kelvin. So how to convert degrees Celsius into Kelvin? By adding 273. So it is 25 plus 273. It comes out to be 298 Kelvin. So this much data we are given. Now we have to put all these values in this formula and calculate M. But in this formula there is no M. M will come from N, which is number of moles. N is given by weight divided by molecular weight. Okay, so weight is 2.5. Molecular weight we don't know, we have to calculate, so we have assumed it to be M. So this is N. Now by simply putting these values in this formula, pi is 1.25 into 10 raised to power minus 2. So we will also write the value of pi. Pi is equal to 1.25 into 10 raised to power minus 2 atmosphere. So value of R also has unit in atmosphere. This is also in atmosphere, so no need to change. 1.25 into 10 raised to power minus 2 atmosphere. Now putting these values in this expression, pi 1.25 into 10 raised to the power minus 2. This is equal to n. N is 2.5 divided by m. 2.5 divided by m divided by v. V is 150 by 1000. So it will become when we solve it 1000 by 150. Okay. So if we put 2.5 divided by m divided by 150 by 1000, so on solving it will become 2.5 by m into 1000 by 150. Now what is r? 0.082, and what is temperature? 298. So from here we just have to calculate m. So take m on left hand side. If we take this here, 1.25 will come in the denominator. So it is 2.5 into 1000 is 2500 divided by 150, okay, into 1.25 into 10 raised to the power minus 2. So it will come in the denominator. And what else we have? We have 0.0821, 0.082 into 298. Okay. So if we solve this, it will become, so here goes 10 gets cancelled. So we can solve it. It will come out to be equal to, let us see its value, 250 into 0.082 into 298 divided by 15 divided by 1.25. It is 325.8, and in the denominator we have 10 raised to the power minus 2. So we can write it 325.8 into 10 raised to the power 2. So if it goes up, it will become 10 raised to the power 2. It can further be written in this form, 3.258 into 10 raised to the power 2, and the unit is gram. So this is the molecular weight of the solute. We had to calculate the molar mass of the polymer. And one thing more, I have used here this formula pi is equal to n by v RT. I have not used iota because it is given it is a non-electrolyte. We will also do numericals for electrolytes. So for all these numericals are for non-electrolytes, so I am not using iota. But otherwise, please remember there is also a factor iota, and if the solute is non-electrolyte, iota is 1. So we can leave it because we are doing the numericals only of non-electrolyte. So let me rewind it for you quickly. We were given weight of solute dissolved in a given volume of solution, and we were given the osmotic pressure of the solution. We have to calculate the molar mass of the polymer. So we have a formula pi is equal to n by v RT, where R is 0.082 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Now please remember its units because students remember this formula, but in a hurry in exam they forgot to change the units because temperature is given in degree Celsius, but value for says it has to be in Kelvin. So we have to convert this temperature into Kelvin. So that likewise I did here, and also the unit is in liters. Here we have to V in liters, but V is given in ml, so we will convert it into liters. Rest is by simply putting the values and solving, you will get the molecular weight. It was an easy numerical. Let us come to the second numerical. So the second numerical says osmotic pressure of a 1 liter solution of 5 gram of horse hemoglobin, it is a some protein, is 1.8 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 atm at 25 degrees Celsius. Calculate the molar mass of the hemoglobin. It is similar to the previous numerical. Let us see what is given. We have a formula pi is equal to n by v RT. This is the formula that we have to use. Again, I will write the value of R. R is equal to 0.082 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. So this is the value of R. Now let us see what is given. We are given volume of solution. V is 1 liter. So no need to change. It is already given in liter. Weight is equal to 5 grams. M we have to calculate. We have to calculate the molecular mass, and we are given with the value of pi. Osmotic pressure is 1.8 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 atmosphere again. So it is in atmosphere. R is also has unit in atmosphere, so no need to change. And what else we are given? We are given temperature. Now temperature is given in degree Celsius, so we have to convert it into Kelvin. So we can easily convert by adding 273. If we add 273, it will become 298 Kelvin. So this is the temperature. Rest is the same. We just have to put the values. Now let us put the values. Pi is equal to 1.8 into 10 raised to the power minus 3, that is equal to n. N is the number of moles given weight divided by molecular weight. N is equal to given weight divided by molecular weight. So given weight is 5. Molecular weight we have to calculate. So it is 5 by m. 5 by m. Volume is 1. So no need to write. Divided by 1. It will remain same. 5 by m into R 0.082 into 298 Kelvin. So this is the value we have to calculate m. So what we will do? We will take m here. M is equal to 5 into 0.082 into 298 divided by 1.8 into 10 raised to the power minus 3. So upon solving, let us see what will it give. 5 into 0.082 into 298 divided by 1.8. It is 67.88. 67.88 divided by 10 raised to the power minus 3, or we can write 67.88 into 10 raised to the power 3 grams. So this is the answer, or we can write, simplify it. It can be written 67.88 kg. Okay, because 10 raised to the power 3 gram is 1 kg, 1000 gram is 1 kg. So this is the molecular weight of fluid. So this was the numerical similar to the earlier one. Here volume was already given in liter and its value was 1. So it was a simple numerical. By putting these values, we were able to calculate molecular weight of fluid. Now let us move to next numerical. The osmotic pressure of a moderately dilute solution can be surprisingly large. So we have to find osmotic pressure at 25 degrees C of an aqueous solution of a sucrose with a molar concentration of 0.20 mole per liter. Now we have to find pi. Pi we have to find the osmotic pressure. What is given? Concentration is given. Concentration is mole per liter. N upon V. N upon V is given. It is 0.20 mole per liter. Okay, temperature is given 25 degrees Celsius, so we have to convert it into Kelvin. So we can write it as 298 Kelvin. Next, what is given? We have to find osmotic pressure. R we know, R is 0.0821, 0.082. You know the units, liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Now it is in liters, concentration is in mole per liter, so it is okay. Temperature is Kelvin, okay. Pi we have to calculate. So by simply putting the values, we can calculate pi is equal to N by V RT. I am again mentioning we are doing the numericals of non-electrolyte, so that's why I have not used iota. Otherwise, we have also have to use iota. So those numericals we will do in numericals on colligative properties. So n upon v can also be written as c. So in simpler form, we have a formula pi is equal to CRT. So by just putting the values, c is 0.2, r is 0.082 into what is temperature 298. So it, it is quite easy to calculate. If we assume it around 300, let us assume it 300. So 300 into 0.082 is a 24.6. It is 0.2 into 24.6. So I have assumed approximately to be 300 to make our calculations easy. So 0.2 into 24.6, it becomes 4.92. So approximately this is the answer. 4.92 atmosphere is the answer. Here I have used just one approximation to make our calculations easy. If you don't have a calculator, so take it as 300. So it becomes approximately, so we will write approximately 4.92 atmosphere. Okay, so it was again an easy numerical. We just have to put the values. Just one thing to keep in mind, that units has to be the same. All the units has to be in the this format: volume in liter, pressure in atmosphere, temperature in Kelvin, and number of moles in moles. We can calculate number of moles. So let us move to next numerical, which says that a sample of myoglobin with mass 1 gram is dissolved in 100 ml of solution. So the osmotic pressure of solution is 11 torr at 25 degrees Celsius. Find the molar mass of the myoglobin. So first we will write what is given. We are given with W. What is the mass of myoglobin to make solution? It is 1 gram. But we are given volume of solution. Volume is 100 ml. Okay. Next, what is given? We are given osmotic pressure pi. Now please take see carefully. It is in torr. So you have to read the statement very carefully, and let us see what are the units given. So pi is given in torr. So we have to convert it into atmosphere. We will do how to do it. Temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, now let us write the value of R, because this value of R will decide the unit of other parameters. It is 0.082 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. So these are the unit of R. So let us see our data. W is in grams, so we have to calculate number of moles, and we can calculate by W by M. So M is, we have to find the molecular weight of solute. It is question mark that we have to find in this numerical. So N we can calculate W by M. W is 1, so N is 1 by M. Volume is in milliliters, so we have to convert it into liters. So 100 by 1000 is 0.1. So it is 0.1 liter. Temperature is degree Celsius. So simply adding 273, it gives you 298 Kelvin. Now let us see how to convert torr into atmosphere. For this, you have to remember a conversion. 1 atmosphere, that is equal to 760 torr. So this is a conversion to convert torr into atmosphere. So it gives us 1 torr is equal to 1 by 170 atmosphere. So we have to find for 11 torr. So it is equal to 11 into 1 by 760. So it is equal to 11 by 760 atmosphere. Now all the units are okay. Pressure, osmotic pressure in atmosphere, volume in liter, number of moles we have, and temperature is 298 Kelvin. Now we just have to use this relation. Pi is equal to N upon V R T. Okay. What is pi? Pi is 11 by 760. 11 by 760. This is equal to, what is N? W by M, and W is 1. So it is 1 by M, and volume is, simply we will write volume is 0.1 in liters, multiplied by 0.082 multiplied by 298. So from here we can calculate M, that we have to calculate taking M this side M becomes here 760 goes in the numerator in right hand side. 760 into 0.082 into 298 divided by 11 into 0.1. So 11 into 0.1 is 1.1. So we can solve it. Upon solving, let us see what will be the answer. It is 760 into 0.082 into 298 divided by 1.1. So it is 16883. 16883 grams. Or we can write it as 16.88 kilograms. So that is the weight of myoglobin that we have to calculate. Molecular weight of myoglobin M is equal to 16.88. So it was again an easy numerical. We just had to put the values. Okay, just one thing was there, we how to convert torr into atmosphere. So please remember this conversion. You may need it some way another. So try to remember these conversions. 1 atmosphere is equal to 760 torr. So it was an easy numerical. Let us see next numerical. Calculate the concentration, or we have to calculate concentration of that solution of sugar which has osmotic pressure of 2.465 atmosphere at 27 degrees Celsius. Now what we are given? We are given osmotic pressure. Phi is equal to 2.465 atmosphere. So we are given temperature. Temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. So we have to convert it into Kelvin. So it is 300 Kelvin. So we are given with the just these two things. Concentration we have to calculate. Suppose it is C. C we have to calculate. We will find absolutely. It is easy to find. R is equal to 0.082 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. So these are the units of, okay, now let us see the data. Pressure is in atmosphere. So, okay. Temperature is in Kelvin. Okay. So concentration we have to calculate. It is mole per liter. So it is in liter. So that is okay. Now we have a relation pi is equal to n upon v, or in our previous slides we say it can also be written as CRT. C we have to calculate. So pi is, putting these values, pi is 2.465 into C into, sorry, is equal to, not into, 2.465 is equal to C into 0.082 into 300. So we have to calculate C. So C is 2.465, 2.465 divided by 300 into 0.082. Let us see, if we multiply 0.082 by 300, what it will be. So 0.082 into 100 is 8.2. 8.2 into 3 is 624.6. So it is 2.465 divided by 24.6. So they are almost same, 24.6, 2.46 and 24.6. So it will be 0.1 mole per liter. This answer will come in mole per liter. So this is the concentration, 0.1 mole per liter, and mole per liter is molarity. We can say 0.1 molar. So that we have to calculate. We have to calculate the concentration from osmotic pressure and temperature. Just by putting these values, calculated concentration. Now let us come to next numerical. Now it is an interesting numerical and quite easy one. A 4% solution of sucrose 4% solution of sucrose is isotonic with 3% solution of an unknown organic substance. Calculate molecular mass of unknown substance. So before doing the numerical, we must know there is a new terminology. This I have already explained in my lecture on osmotic pressure. So I have given the link in the description of that lecture. So you can go there and read. Isotonic means two solutions which have same osmotic pressure. Those solutions are called isotonic. Now he says that a 4% solution of sucrose is isotonic with a 3% solution of an unknown organic substance. Calculate molecular mass of unknown substance. Now suppose that we have two solutions, solution 1 and solution 2, and osmotic pressure of first solution is denoted by 1 and osmotic pressure of second solution is denoted by 2. Now let us see the values of first we will try a relation, then we will try to solve this numerical. It is quite easy. Now let us do pi 1 is equal to C1 RT. C1 RT pi 2 is equal to C2 RT. When we say solutions are isotonic, that means they are at same temperature. So T is also same, R is constant, is same for those. Now isotonic means pi 1 is equal to pi 2. That means C1 RT is equal to C2 RT. Now RT gets cancelled, so we have C1 is equal to C2. So those solutions which are isotonic at same temperature, that means they will have same concentration. Now what is concentration? Concentration is N1 divided by V1 is equal to N2 divided by V2. Now let us see, come to the statement. He say 4% solution of sucrose. 4% solution of sucrose means weight of sucrose. I will denote sucrose by S. Weight of sucrose is equal to 4 gram, and volume of solution. Volume of solution, it is 100 ml. Similarly, 3% solution of unknown organic substance WU, I will denote it by WU, unknown, is equal to 3 gram. Volume is same, percent means 100. W is equal to 100 ml. So you can convert it into liters, but although it will get cancelled, so no need to convert it here. Now if we put the values N1, so molecular mass of sucrose is MS is equal to 342. Molecular mass of unknown we have to calculate. That is the question mark. Now suppose sucrose is solution 1 and unknown is solution 2. Now putting the values N1. N1 is weight 4 divided by molecular weight 342, and volume. Volume is 100. Okay, if volume is same, it will get cancelled. Now on the right hand side, what we have? 3 divided by m, we have to calculate unknown, into volume is again same 100. Now please, we had to convert ml into liters, but as both volumes are same, they will get cancelled, so I have not converted them, because in this numerical it was not necessary. To save time, I have not converted them because they had to get cancelled. So we have to calculate mu from here. So mu is equal to, taking mu to the right hand side, it will get 3 into 342 divided by 4. So 2 into 2, this is 171. So yeah, 171. 171 into 3 is 3. 3 into 721. 3 into 3 into 2, 5. It is 513 divided by 2, it is 256.5 gram. So this is the answer. 256.5 gram is the answer. It is the molecular weight of unknown solute. So I will repeat this numerical for you. So the statement was that a 4% solution of some solute, it was sucrose, is isotonic with a 3% solution of an unknown organic substance. From this, we have to calculate molecular mass of unknown substance. Now we know that the formula for osmotic pressure is CRT. Now we assumed two solutions as solution 1 and solution 2, and we applied the formula. So pi 1 was C1RT. R is same for both, and temperature is also same because we compare them at same temperature. So by pi 1 is C1RT, pi 2 is C2RT. So by equalizing them, it is the condition of isotonic. Those solutions which have same osmotic pressure are called isotonic. So pi 1 is equal to pi 2. So we have C1RT is equal to C2RT. RT gets cancelled. It is C1 is equal to C2. Now putting the value of C1, C2, N1 by V1 is equal to N2 by V2. Luckily V was also same. It was 100 ml. So it gets cancelled. We have 4 by 342 is equal to 3 by mu. So if we take mu on one side and all the remaining things on other side, so it gives us a value 256.5 gram. It is the molecular mass of unknown substance. So it was again an easy numerical. Let us move to next numerical, and it is important and very easy to do, and you can do it very quickly. Just you have to remember those solutions which have same osmotic pressure at same temperature. Now again I am repeating, same osmotic pressure at same temperature, we will have C1 will be equal to C2. So we, by putting the values of concentration moles per liter, we can calculate molecular weight of unknown solute. Next is calculate osmotic pressure of a solution obtained by mixing 100 ml of 1.5% solution of urea and 100 ml of 3.42% solution of cane sugar. Now it is very simple numerical. He says that a solution is made by mixing two solutions, 100 ml of 1.5% solution of urea plus 100 ml of 3.42% solution of cane sugar. We have to calculate the total osmotic pressure. So you have to remember that in a solution, if we have more than one solute, then total osmotic pressure will be equal to the osmotic pressure because of sum of osmotic pressure of all the components. Now what we can say, pi will be equal to pi urea. One solute we have urea plus other is cane sugar. Pi cane sugar in the solution. And one thing more, you have to be see very carefully that the overall solution is made by mixing two solutions, 100 ml of one solution by 100 ml of second solution. So total volume is 100. That is the only trick. Total volume 100 plus 100 is equal to, because 100 ml of one solution was mixed with 100 ml of second, so it is 200 ml. We have to convert it into liters because value of R has its unit in liters. So it is 200 by 1000 is equal to 0.2 liters. So we, okay, total volume of the solution, what we have now, molecular weight of urea is 60. Similarly, molecular weight of cane sugar, that is equal to 342, sorry. Temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. We have to convert it into Kelvin. 20 degrees Celsius means 20 plus 273, it is 293 Kelvin. Now we have to calculate the pi. Now what is the value of pi? Pi is equal to N upon V R T. Now as we have two components, so total pi will be equal to pi urea plus pi cane sugar. So for urea we will use this relation. So pi is equal to, actually you can do it very quickly. RT upon V is same for both, so it will get common. Just we have to put the values of N1 and N2, but I will do step by step. So pi is equal to pi urea. Pi urea is N by V. What is N? Weight divided by molecular weight. And I will again write N, weight divided by molecular weight. It is number of moles. Now what is weight? 1.5% of urea means 1 point W 1.5 is equal to W urea. Weight of urea is 1.5. Similarly, cane sugar is 3.42%. So W cane sugar is 3.42%. From percent we get the volume. 100 plus 100 is equal to 200 ml. Now let us see for pi urea. It is 1.5 divided by 60 into, I will just write V. I will put this value later. 1.5 by 60 into V. V is volume of solution. RT plus, for cane sugar we have 3.42 divided by 42. Again volume is the same because the solution is made by mixing these two solutions. 42 by V RT. Now what we have common? RT by V. So pi is equal to 1.5 divided by 60 plus 3.42 divided, it is 342, sorry, molecular weight is 342. 342 RT upon V gets common. So now we will put its value. RT upon V gets common. 1.5 by 60, okay, plus 3.42 divided by 342. Now put the value of R. R we know we have. R is equal to, I think I have written many a times in my previous slide. I will again write R is equal to 0.082 units are liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Now into R, 0.082 into temperature is, what is temperature? 20 degrees Celsius. It is 293 Kelvin divided by volume of solution. Volume is 0.2. 100 plus 100, 200 ml. If we convert it into liters, it is 0.2. So this is the osmotic pressure. That will be the osmotic pressure. Now let us try to solve it. 1.5 by 60 is 0.025 because 15 divided by 60, 15 into 60 is 4. As it is 60, so 1 by 40, 1 by 40 is 0.025 plus 3.42 divided by 342, it is 0.01. So 1.5 divided by 60 plus 3.42 divided by 342 into, now what we have, 0.082 into 293 divided by 0.2. Now 0.025 plus 0.010, it is 0.035. If we add these two, it will become 0.035 into 0.082 into 293 divided by 0.2. This will be the answer. Now we can solve it. Let's see, 0.035 into 0.082 into 293 divided by 0.2. it will come out to be 4.2. So the answer is 4.2 atmosphere. So it was quite an easy, just a solution. Overall solution was made by mixing two solutions, which were 1.5% solution of urea and 3.42% solution of cane sugar, and both were 100 ml, 100 ml. So 100 ml of 1.5% solution urea contains how much urea? 1.5 gram. And 100 ml of 3.42% solution of cane sugar contains how much cane sugar? 3.42. If he had asked some other volume like 50 ml, 50 ml, then we had to calculate the weight by applying the unitary method. But as the solution was 3.42% solution, means 100 ml of solution contains 3.42 gram cane sugar. So we get these weights: weight of urea, weight of cane sugar, and we know their molecular weight. Molecular weight of urea is 60 and molecular weight of cane sugar is 342. Temperature was 20 degrees Celsius, so we converted it into 293 Kelvin. Volume was in ml, we converted it into liters. So now we have two components. The osmotic pressure will be the pressure due to urea plus pressure, the osmotic pressure due to cane sugar. If we had another solute, then we also have added that. But now in this numerical, we had two solutes. So like I said, we can calculate for number of solute by just adding the osmotic pressure of each solute. Osmotic pressure of urea plus osmotic pressure of cane sugar. Now we have this formula to calculate osmotic pressure. Now just one thing that we have to be very careful here, where we can do mistake, that now we have to, in the solution, we have to take the total volume 100 plus 100, 200 ml, 0.2. We should not take 100. That is a mistake that many students can do while doing this numerical. We have to take the total volume of the solution, means solution made by mixing, volume made by mixing two solutions, 100 ml plus 100 ml, it is 200 ml. That is the only precaution, or only we have to be very careful while considering the total volume of solution. We should not take it here 100, we should take 200. That's it. Now by simply solving, we get the answer 4.2 atmosphere. Now let us do next numerical. A 4% solution of cane sugar gave an osmotic pressure of 208 centimeter of mercury at 15 degrees Celsius. Find its molecular mass. So we have done so many numericals related to this. Now here just the trick is value of osmotic pressure. It is given in centimeter of Hg. We have to convert it into atmosphere. A 4% solution of cane sugar. That means weight of cane sugar, that is 4 gram. Volume of solution is 100 ml. That is the meaning of 4% solution. So what else is given? Pi. Pi is given 208, 208 centimeter of mercury. So we will convert it into atmosphere. Temperature is 15 degrees Celsius. We have to convert it into Kelvin. So 15 plus 273 is 288 Kelvin. Now R we have 0.082 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Okay. Now we have to calculate M, that is question mark. Okay. Now the relation that we have to use is pi is equal to n upon v r t, where n is equal to weight divided by molecular weight, W divided by m. So W is 4, m we have to calculate, so we will keep it as m. W is 4 by m. V is 100 ml, we have to convert it into liters. It is 0.1 liter. Next, what is given? Now pi, how to convert centimeter of Hg into atmosphere. Now you have to remember that 76 centimeter Hg is 1 atmosphere. That is the relation. 1 atmosphere is equal to 76 centimeter Hg. From here we can get 1 centimeter Hg. That is 1 by 76 atmosphere. We have to calculate for 208 centimeter Hg means 208 divided by 76 atmosphere. So that is how we can convert centimeter of mercury into atmosphere. So actually to solve numericals, the approach is first read the statement very carefully, then see what we have to find, then write what is given to us, and then see whether the units are same or not. That is where most of the students do mistake. They forget to change the units. If they are given same, then simply put the values. If no, then please we have to convert them according to our requirement. Now in these numericals, the units are decided by value of R. Value of R says that volume has to be in liter, pressure has to be in atmosphere, and temperature has to be in Kelvin. So if these are given in another units, we will convert them to these units like we did here. Now putting these values, pi is 208 divided by 76, n is 4 by m, 4 by m, volume is 0.1, 0.1 into 0.082, temperature is 288. Now we have to calculate m. So m comes out to be, we can take m here, 4 into 0.082 into 288 into 76 divided by 208 into 0.1. Now we can easily solve it. So 208 into 0.1 is means 20.8. So we have 4 into 0.082 into 288 into 76 divided by 20.8. So it comes out to be 345 grams. So now we know the molecular weight of sucrose. Its actual weight is 342 and the weight calculated from experimental is very close to real value. So this is the calculated molecular weight. It is 345 grams. That is how we can calculate molecular weight of an unknown solute from osmotic pressure. So this was the application of osmotic pressure. Next, numerical. Calculate the concentration of solution of glucose which is isotonic at same temperature. So here mentioned at same temperature with the solution of urea containing 6.2 gram per liter. Now we have to find the concentration of a glucose solution which is isotonic with the urea solution whose concentration is 6.2 gram per liter. As previously we have derived a relation that those two solutions which are isotonic with each other at same temperature, they will have equal concentration. C1 is equal to C2. Now, what is suppose 1 denotes glucose. Suppose this is glucose and this is urea. So we can write C concentration of glucose has to be equal to concentration of urea, and concentration of urea is given. Concentration of urea is equal to 6.2 gram per liter. This is the concentration of the which solutions? Urea solution. We have to calculate the concentration for this glucose solution. Now we can see glucose will be equal to 6.2 gram per liter. So that will be the concentration of glucose solution. So most of you will say that this is the answer, but I have deliberately done it wrong. This is the wrong way to do it. Why? Because we have to take care that this concentration in osmotic pressure relation is the number of moles per unit volume. But this concentration is given weight per unit volume. So we cannot equate this concentration. First, we have to convert it into number of moles, this gram into number of moles. So that is the trick here. So in a hurry, we do that. This is the concentration of glucose, 6.2 gram per liter, and this is concentration of urea. And by equating this, this is the concentration of glucose. But actually, this is wrong. Again, that is why the importance of theory is very important. If you know how we have derived this relation, you never do this mistake. This mistake we do if without doing any theory how the formula is derived. If we try to solve these numericals, then we will definitely do these type of mistakes. But we should avoid these silly mistakes. These are silly mistakes that we do. I have done it deliberately. Just see how a person quickly gets a wrong answer. So that is we just when we are in exam, we just have to concentrate and we should not do hurry. Carefully read the statement and solve the numericals. Now let us see apply here. C glucose is equal to C urea means N upon V of glucose is equal to N upon V of urea. Now we are given concentration of urea. Concentration of urea is 6 gram per liter. If we have to convert it into moles per liter, what we can do? We can divide it by molecular weight. Now molecular weight of urea is 60. So if this concentration of urea in gram per liter, actually it is strength. These are the unit of strength, and as I said you, strength can be converted to molarity by, we have a formula, strength and molarity, that molarity is equal to strength divided by molecular weight, or strength is equal to molarity into molecular weight. So now what is molarity? We have to calculate concentration, which is number of moles per liter, which is same as molarity. That means we have to calculate molarity from this. So M is equal to strength divided by molecular weight is equal to 6 divided by 60 is equal to 0.1 mole per liter. Now this is the concentration of urea. 0.1 mole per liter in the units that we require. Now we put here C glucose is equal to C urea, where concentration of urea is 0.1. So we can say that concentration of glucose is 0.1 mole per liter. If we have to calculate it in gram per liter, that we can easily do. How we can do? By simply multiplying by its molecular weight. So we can calculate strength. Strength is equal to molarity into molecular weight. So strength, this is the concentration of glucose in mole per liter. If we have to calculate in gram per liter, what we will do? We will multiply it by its molecular weight. So 0.1 into molecular weight of glucose is 180. M glucose, I will write here, M glucose is 180 because it is C6H12O6. So it will give you gram per liter. So the answer is 18 gram per liter. So 18 gram per liter solution of glucose will be isotonic with 6.2 gram per liter solution of urea. Here I have applied some approximation. 6.2 I have taken as 6 to simplify because it will give us 0.1. Okay, so it is approximately 18 gram per liter. So this was very interesting numerical and quite easy, but students tend to do the mistake that I deliberately did to make you understand that this relation, that concentration of 1 is equal to concentration of 2, holds good when we take the concentration in which units? Number of moles per liter. Only then we can equate these two concentrations. If these are not given in number of moles per liter, then first we have to convert it into number of moles per liter like we did here. It was given in gram per liter. In order to convert it into mole per liter, we just have to divide it by its molecular weight. So by doing all this, the concentration of glucose solution came out to be 0.1 mole per liter, and if we convert it into gram per liter, it is 18 gram per liter. Next, numerical. Calculate the osmotic pressure at 25 degrees Celsius of a solution containing 1 gram of glucose and 1 gram of sucrose in 1000 ml of solution. We have done a similar numerical earlier because now here total volume of solution is 1000 ml. Just it has mentioned the volume of solution by mixing these two, and the amount of glucose is 1 gram and amount of sucrose is also 1 gram. So we have to calculate pi. Pi is equal to pi glucose plus pi sucrose, and for both these solutions V is 1000 ml or 1 liter. So V is 1 liter by simply, and M is M glucose is 180 and M sucrose is 342. Now by simply putting the value here, pi is equal to N glucose plus N sucrose RT upon V, and temperature is given in degrees Celsius, so we have to convert 25 degrees Celsius means 298 Kelvin. N is W by M. So for both glucose and sucrose, W is 1, M you can put. So by putting all these values, you can calculate osmotic pressure. So you have to do it by yourself. I have given you the methodology how to do it. Next, he says if it were not known that solution was a mixture of glucose, he says that we don't know that this solution was made of glucose, sucrose. What would be the molecular mass of the solute corresponding to calculate osmotic pressure? He says that simple words, calculate the molecular weight of solute whose osmotic pressure is this much. We have done so many numericals related to this. Please do it by yourself. If you did not get the answer, you can leave in the comment section. I will explain it to you, but please try to do it by yourself. So that was all for today. The numericals based on osmotic pressure. Actually, these numericals are quite easy, and it is easy to do numericals than theory. Just we have to take 2-3 concentration, 2-3 points in our mind. First thing is we have to remember how the formula is derived. If you don't know that, just remember the definition of each term. Like pi is equal to CRT. What does C mean? It is number of moles per liter, because there are so many ways to express concentration. But in these numericals, it is number of moles per liter, and value of R is 0.082 liter atmosphere per mole per Kelvin. So value of R decides the units of other parameters. So that was all for today. If you like the lecture, please do like it on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. Please also share with your friends. Thank you very much.